put this in.
I have to cut so fucking much of this. Holy shit!
Oh no!
Last hour of this is.
There's another. I haven't heard about this much cutting since I went on Tumblr.
We're at 2 hours.
I like to be as efficient as possible.
Welcome to the NoContextPodcast, episode 2, Electric Boogaloo. I don't know. Who all is here? There's Leslie.
Hi everyone, I'm Leslie. Some of you may know me as ButtBlaster69 on a specific forum, but that's okay. That's
so yeah, after your username?
No.
We got Thomas.
Hello. I am not a FAMAS.
He wishes he was.
He's
unfortunately a deagle.
Yes, I'm a gun.
We've got Nabil.
Hello.
Speak the fuck up.
I'm sick though. It hurts.
That's good enough.
Your pain gives me energy.
Did you call me a deagle because I'm fat and useless and not very good at shooting?
What are you talking about? A 50 cal deagle can stop a truck. That's literally what it's designed for.
How many times have you fought trucks? And when will you?
When did I have a deagle and need to fight a truck?
The Great Truck War of 98.
We're not done the intros yet. Dakota.
Hi, I'm Dakota, and I like to draw stuff. Mainly boobs.
And bats.
And bats.
Sometimes at the same time.
Large-breasted bats. A new species.
No. Avoid that.
That'd be interesting. That'd just be every Sonic fan's wet dream.
Oh, bonerific.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
I love you, Rogue.
Isn't it Rouge?
It's both.
I don't know. I'm not a Sonic
One of them's an
fan.
X-Men and the other one's a bat. I don't know which one's which.
How can you not
Batman's
like
Or are
Sonic?
they both
X-Men?
Rouge? I don't even know.
How can I not like Sonic?
It's the best franchise in the world.
Mainly because I'm in the art community.
Yeah.
And I see things that should not be seen by human eyes.
Sonic is the purest form of art.
No, it's not. In what universe?
The Sonic universe.
No.
Sonic universe. It's like Mario Galaxy, but way faster.
Dude, that's my water.
What?
Yeah. Don't steal
Who's in the
his
way?
dick.
Sorry.
No, but
Are
I
we
just
back
have
to water bottle
I have to
dicks?
say there's nothing wrong with the fandom. It's just some of the people that are
Oh, there's
in it.
plenty wrong with the fandom.
My name is Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Shut up with Cold Steel. Cold Steel's the worst.
I have special powers, and I hate this guy named Travis in my 4th grade class because he throws erasers at me.
That's exactly it.
Sometimes it really hurts, but other times it just distracts me from doing my multiplication tables.
Oh God, no! I'm thinking Sonic.
Implying
Thanks a
they
lot,
do
guys.
multiplication in 4th grade nowadays.
I did multiplication. Oh, okay, nowadays.
Nowadays.
When I was in 4th grade, I was doing differential calculus.
Yeah.
And by differential calculus, I mean eating glue.
At least he admits it, though. At least he
I ate
admits it.
so much glue.
Have you ever tried to
Like, I'm actually really...
Okay.
I'm so ashamed.
Give me a second.
We just wrecked the audio.
Well, there's a waveform for you. It's like goddamn miles of stalagmites over there.
I like
Okay,
Elmer's...
you need to explain in full all the shit that I have seen you eat throughout our school together.
Okay.
You eat all the weirdest shit that is not meant to be put in your mouth. There was even a song about this stuff that drilled into our heads, and you were just like, nah, fuck it.
I don't have any sort of eating disorder. I don't think. Okay.
Well,
anyways.
if you don't have pica, you're very good.
Okay, it started in grade school. For some reason, I had a piece of paper. It ended up in my mouth.
And then I started sucking dicks for the rest of my life.
Don't know why they trusted you.
And that was how I came out of the closet.
Okay, no. But then I was like, I like the texture and I like the taste of this paper. So I started eating paper by, like, the page. I could finish a piece of loose leaf in, like, 15 minutes. And I was like, I wonder what other toxic things I can put into my body. So I was like, Elmer's. We have lots of Elmer's in school. I'm going to put it into a little cup and then start drinking it.
Oh,
God damn it.
So it was freaking...
That shit's non-toxic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's non-toxic, but he
It's not
couldn't
good
poop
for you.
for like a couple days.
So I started like in the old, like you know how like in your lunchbox you get a yogurt cup
Yeah.
sometimes? Yeah, I would fill that with glue. Not entirely. But I would use a spoon and shove it into my mouth. I don't know why. And then I was like, there must be a more efficient way to do this. Glue sticks. Boom. I would carry around a glue stick with me. And
Uses
Lick
chapstick.
it.
and use it like a lollipop.
I've seen you do that in fucking high school.
Okay.
We'd be doing some goddamn stupid art project for a science class because modern
Where's all the
education
glue?
because modern education is fucked, and you'd ask to borrow my glue stick or something, and like 30 minutes later I'd be like, I really need that glue stick, go back and see you fucking eating the damn thing.
Or like when you're just smelling ether all the time.
Yeah, that was another thing.
What's-
You were
He
snoring.
just doesn't remember.
In biology, we had this experiment that we did where we had to knock out fruit flies so that we could count them because we were doing hereditary genetics and stuff with that. And so we had this little jar of ether for knocking the fruit flies out so you could take them out and count them and then put them back in the thing. And you kept snorting the damn shit.
Because it's awesome. I'm sorry, and I like the smell of ether. Anyways,
It's like how you get the internet.
yeah, for the record, glue sticks are incredibly sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They put sugar in them?
But not the
No,
purple ones. The
they
purple
just
ones
have
are
like,
trash.
I don't even know. I
They're
don't even know what the
delicious.
fuck's in that.
They're honestly delicious, and they give you a good kind of headache.
Fucking
I
good
thought you were
kind
gonna
of
say a
headache.
good boner.
I think you're
No.
gonna say like a nutritional
Expecting
value.
that.
No, that's not when I put the glue stick in my mouth.
No. That's why it's got the
Don't
twisty
eat or
thing
drink
on it.
glue, kids, or huff
Ether.
Oh, no.
potions.
Don't huff ether because you can die.
There's nothing wrong with huffing ether.
There's
Look at
plenty
you.
wrong with huffing
There's
ether.
plenty wrong with.
I
huffing
was like
ether.
this before I started eating glue and everything. When I was a kid, they knew I would turn out
This
like
is what Catholic school does to you.
I didn't go to Catholic school. I went
Christian school.
to Protestant school or whatever. Whatever it was.
What do you
Whatever. Don't
Do you
go
not
to
even know what
prostate
it
school.
was?
Don't go to prostate school. Don't go to eating
Prostate
glue.
school?
No, do go to prostate school. It's the male G-spot. And that's a fact.
That's where you put the glue stick.
Okay, so list of things not to do: eat glue, drink glue,
Huff
sniff
ether.
ether, and stick fingers up your rectum.
No, that's fine. Just don't stuff glue up there.
Well, if you eat glue, then it's gonna come out there anyway.
It's liquid cement. I like it rough.
Some gravel
When
in
you
there.
say liquid cement, do you mean like whiteout, or do you mean actual
Liquid
wet
cement.
cement? Man,
Like
you're
with
pooping
rocks?
bricks.
And build a house.
Actually, there was a situation that happened a while ago between two gay men where one of them poured liquid cement into one guy's anus. And
Why?
And
Yes,
then
yes.
they had to go. And then they couldn't get it out, so they go to the hospital.
No shit! They couldn't get it
That's
out.
literally what happened, though. What he just said, that's what just happened.
Yeah, but there was also another situation where a guy accidentally stuck an egg up his anus, and
And it mixed with the concrete.
No, he panicked because his wife was like, his wife was looking for some
It's like-
eggs, and he panicked. So he's like,
Honey,
he's like,
why are we out of eggs?
and then he was
Oh, my
panicking.
ass.
So he's like, oh shit, I
And
need
his
to get
anus
the egg
I need
out.
to go and lay these.
Oh no! The worst part is that he started panicking. So he took a coat hanger and
No!
started trying to get the egg out, and then the coat hanger got
His wife-
stuck.
His wife walks in. Hey, honey! Oh my God!
Why are
It's like
you...
a double abortion.
No, he got his.
Because eggs
He
are
got
already abortion. It's pretty
no.
much.
He tried to get the coat hanger got stuck.
Yeah.
And then he tried to tried to loosen it, so he hopped on the motorcycle. and then you realize it's like forever enlodged in there, so you went to the doctor.
Forever.
Doctors are
alone.
like, nope, we can't help you. It's there.
It's like forever alone.
It's
but
fused with your
stuck.
body. Removing it
Forever
will kill you.
enlarged.
But he went to the doctors and he spent the whole entire time not like letting his wife find out until like right in the end where the doctor had to phone his wife.
I bet.
It's like, yeah, your husband's a retard.
What you're saying is he drove to the hospital on a motorcycle with an egg and a whole coat hanger still on his ass.
Yes.
You know how when you're riding a bicycle for a long period of time and eventually your ass gets sore and you kind of stand on the pedals while you're
Yeah.
Do you
doing
mean like
I am-
3 minutes?
Yeah, I imagine that's what the guy had to do with a goddamn coat hanger sticking out his butt all the way to the emergency room.
The question is, was he just like letting it hang out? Like, was his pants
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like around his butt, like
did he-
gangster style?
I betcha.
Or did
you
he?
can't put pants on with a coat hanger
did he
in your
rip?
ass.
Did he rip a hole in his new DC jeans? You know, like to let it out.
Was the
like a
egg
tail?
raw or hard boiled?
I think it was hard boiled.
should
Okay,
be.
I was
would
gonna
hope
say-
so, because otherwise you just get shells.
I was
coming
gonna
out.
say,
That's dangerous.
The sound of his wife going, "Honey, we need eggs." Like, I honestly, if that was a fresh egg, I think his like anus would have clenched hard enough in fear
Yes.
that it would have just exploded the egg.
That's where it was going.
A sudden change in pressure would create enough heat to boil it.
Oh,
The things
God.
we learn in chemistry class.
Oh wait, I thought you were gonna say
How to
4chan.
fry an
Is
egg
that-
using your asshole.
You mean that's a real thing?
No!
Okay. I was gonna say, because I've looked at some of the best of 4chan things,
Oh boy.
and one of them was, did you know you can boil an egg inside your anus? And, like, second comment is, kids, don't try that. Oh god, please don't try that. And that was someone from 4chan telling you
Yeah.
not to.
Mix ammonia and bleach and you'll make some cool crystals.
The most...
It's,
No! You'll make chlorine gas.
I know. I remember one
it's
guy
mustard
like
gas.
responded to a thread and like how he blinded his sister. Because like they
Yeah.
mix it and then use a straw to blow it in, and then
It just
it just
winds
blew
up
chlorine
aerosolizing
gas
it.
all into her eyes and she's blind now. I don't know if it was real, but like
Probably.
Probably.
I wonder-
There's
like-
enough people out there who are just idiotic enough to
Yeah,
be
there was
like,
one-
yeah, let's try this. We found it online. It's like, guys, do some research.
yeah, there was one where you mix isopropyl alcohol and like pool chlorine to make like a big glow stick. It explodes.
Well, have you ever seen the gummy bear thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
screaming
ostracized.
gummy bears.
Yeah, the screaming gummy bear. I watched a dude do that with one of those 5-pound gummy bears. And it was
Yeah.
one of the more beautiful things I've ever seen.
I remember...
Like,
It was-
you know how the gummy
yeah, I
bear
saw that.
flies around?
Yeah.
It freaks
The
out.
5-pound one doesn't fly around.
I bet.
No.
It literally is.
And they did a slow-mo shot. It started looking really beautiful.
We had a demo of that in our high school chemistry class. And
Yeah.
it melted the test tube it was in. It was radical. No, I wanted to... The chlorine gas crystals thing. I wanted to print that off and just leave it on our chemistry teacher's desk one
Yeah.
day. And he'd eventually just see it and he'd probably look at it with extreme concern, then look at us like giggling like retards, and immediately be like, "Oh, you fuckers! I'm gonna put this up somewhere where it's out of like you can't read it, but it's just there."
Man, having concerns for people on the internet is one of the scariest feelings. Like, even if you're involved or whether you're not involved, where you're just like, some retard's gonna do this.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
the thing.
oh no, they
That's
did
why
that.
you shouldn't do that.
I was on Twitch one day and I was sharing a happy little story about, because my friend had a pet moose. Like, he had a pet moose.
I have 4 problems with that.
4.
Well,
Yes.
it was a baby and he adopted it. Well, his family did.
From a foster home or something? You can't just adopt a moose.
You can if it's laying there on the ground, helpless. That you just keep the moose. Finders keepers.
Sounds like
It's a moose.
abduction.
That's kidnapping.
It's only kidnapping if it's a goat. First of all,
Amber alert. There's a moose on the loose.
Elliot moose.
Do-do-do.
They better have called it Elliot.
I can't. No, it didn't have a name.
If you ever have a moose.
Because it kept leaving and it came back, and it kind of just started having angry feelings towards my friend.
Yeah.
Until the one day where it was following him inside, because sometimes they took it inside. Because my friend put his little moose inside his house. That can't go wrong.
Yeah, that sounds
But eventually he was like, no, leave me alone, and slammed the moose's head in the door.
Oh, Oh,
yeah, I'm sure it did
And
not
after that,
object to that.
it tried murdering him
Yeah,
a
of
couple
course.
times, and then it ran away, and he never seen it again. And I was sharing that fantastic story with a gentleman on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because he was from Sweden, and he didn't know
What a moose is.
Well, he knew what a moose was.
There's
It
no
turns
moose
out.
there, is
But
there?
I thought there wasn't mooses there. Or
There
moose.
isn't?
Meese.
I'm pretty sure.
There is.
Are there?
Yes, there is.
Huh.
Because he knew about general moose safety. Something all
I know they've
Canadians
got, like,
know
all
about.
sorts of other stuff.
But that's something other people don't know about. And I realized the way he ended our conversation before he left kind of implied that it was like, that's a fun story. You know, if I see a baby moose and I kind of lost it, and I quickly wrote down his name, like his Twitch name, on a
Yeah.
piece of paper, and I just stuck it all over my computer desk, so if I ever seen him again, I could say, "Oh God, please don't approach moose."
Mooses are basically the hippopotamus of Canada. They really are.
They are. They're
And
like
that you
people
wouldn't
think they're the size of horses.
You wouldn't
No!
think they're bad, and then you realize that they're just awful. They'll kill you. As
That
soon as they look at
reminds
you.
me. I worked up at Wasagami last year, and you know, you always drive by. You see bears. And that, and it's you drive by and you're like, oh, look, a bear. And of course, all of us know, is that you don't get out of the vehicle when there's bears outside. You
Unless
can stop.
you have honey.
Yeah, or you don't do it at all.
Yeah,
And
Mr. Bear.
oh God.
What?
Ever try to seduce a bear? It's really hard.
I bet.
Yeah. I
Because
bet.
it's a bear, and you're not.
But
It's a challenge.
But basically, I was driving by, and suddenly I see there's like a bear on top of this hill at this junction I pass, and so there's like a bunch of people walking out, and they hop out and they're walking closer with their cameras. I'm like, I stopped and I like rolled down the window. I was like, get back to the fucking car. It's like, they're like, why? I'm like, bears are a lot more deadlier than you think. It's like, oh yeah, it's cute and cuddly. No, those things just basically your face is off after one swipe. Even at the small ones, you don't.
Yeah.
Most of the black bears I've run across at Wasagaming they're teddy bears, really.
Oh,
Yeah, they
They're
run
just-
away.
They know to stay the hell away from people.
Oh yeah,
Because
they
every bear there has known another bear that got shot for fucking with people.
That's why
Yo, man,
deer
you know
don't.
what happened to Tyrell?
Why are they black?
Because they're
Black
black.
Oh, right!
Come on!
Zing!
I saw, as soon as I said it, I realized it.
Okay, but okay, back
Black
to the
bears straight from the woods. Woodlow.
Straight from the woods.
We are all too white for this.
The
Thank God you're
100-acre
here, Nabil.
hood.
Okay, but back to moose. My father, I was like 8, we were on a road trip. He chased like a juvenile moose. It had antlers and everything. He chased it and took pictures.
Why?
To take pictures of it.
Why do you have to chase it?
Because it kept running away.
That's
Did
why.
your father recently go fishing in the middle of the fucking ocean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally the middle?
Yeah, no, the Seychelles, it's like in literally the middle of the Indian Ocean.
You didn't see MH370 anywhere.
He
did
caught
you?
3 sharks.
What kind of shark?
Lemon sharks.
Lemon shark.
One of
Lemon
the only-
sharks.
Those are the worst kind.
One of the only...
They're really sour and gross.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Used to
Bad
do.
times.
To go full circle back to things found in people's butts in emergency rooms.
A shark?
No,
Lemon.
lemons. It was on Figure 1 a while ago. And it was just like this entire group of pictures that this one doctor had uploaded to it, which was just weird x-rays of people's butts that he just found weird shit in.
Just a severed hand.
Lemons,
The person also severed their own hand.
Hot Wheels.
It's like being a wolf. Like when you get your foot caught in the trap, you gotta bite it off.
Like, those are the best stories that a doctor can ever
Yeah.
tell you, are things they've pulled out of someone's ass.
For silly Jerry.
I remember reading once about a guy who had, I don't even remember what the caliber was, but it was an artillery shell in his ass. It was like a mortar shell or something.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
live!
What?
I think it was
Did
live.
they get the bomb disposal?
They probably
squad
had to
out?
get bomb disposal in.
Pumping the doctor.
I mean,
Can
it's-
you imagine
it's
the bomb
stable.
disposal guy? You just see, you just see this dude in the blast suit.
with like
Uh,
tires
guys
sticking
um,
out.
Bend over.
I think they
Please?
they based a like episode of Grey's Anatomy or something off of that. I've never watched that show except for once. I was just channel surfing and came across there was somebody who had like a bazooka lodged in their gut or something, and someone had to hold on to
An
it.
entire
There was
bazooka?
one episode where there's
I
a
don't
pole.
even know the rocket. I guess.
Oh,
I couldn't think of what the
I was gonna say.
projectile part was for a second there.
I was gonna say I remember being young and I was watching some show with doctors in it, which was probably Grey's Anatomy.
Or
But-
ER.
Could have been ER.
ER,
Or maybe Scrubs.
It was. It
have
wasn't.
been a
It
lot
wasn't
of
Scrubs.
things.
This is too real for Scrubs. Although I
Scrubs
really
is
should watch
amazing.
Scrubs though.
Was
There's a
it
lot of funny
MASH?
stuff. If it was only MASH, another great show. Everyone watch MASH.
If you haven't watched MASH, do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, it was a piece of piping,
Yeah.
like a decent
Like
size.
PVC piping or what?
No, metal piping.
Okay.
It might have been a sign actually, like
Like a
Like-
street sign?
not a street sign, but like
A stoplight? That's
yeah, the
people
metal
can't-
bit that's
People cannot see the size of your hands, but you're making a shape like the size of a grapefruit.
okay. Grapefruit sized pipe, basically hollow. People get into a car accident. Pipe goes through one person,
Into
continues
another.
going,
Yeah,
continues into other person,
sure.
and they're on the same pipe, and then it's like, oh no, yeah, and like they should be dead because the pipe went through both of their spines, but they're still kicking, and
Through
they're
their
like, well,
spines or
Yeah, they
through
won't be
their
kicking if it
bodies?
went through their
Well,
spines.
it
They'll be
went, like-
punching, maybe.
Yeah.
both of them like right here, like right dead center.
Dead center,
It
okay.
should be their spines, but they're alive because whatever television.
Yeah.
And
Because TV doesn't understand biology.
and they're like, well, the
Physics.
thing is though, we can't just shimmy you out. We can't just apply some lubricant to the pipe and push you along.
Sometimes
So
you
they
just
had to
need
cut
more
it, but
lube.
then the big deal was like, we can't cut it because the vibrations will mess you up.
Not like
and the-
More than the
That's why I
pipe.
use a
spine.
laser.
Yeah, well, they couldn't use a blowtorch either because it was like, it'll get too hot and you'll boil or something stupid.
Why don't they just pour water on it then?
I don't know. It's why did they use lasers? Lasers were
Just
roughly
put
around
ice
that time.
cubes on your nipples and then start blowtorching it.
They could even use a water cutter. Those
Sure,
were
those
invented back
exist.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still like, it's like, I'm old. I'm this young girl. And then it's like, whatever. One of us has to die.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it was. And I just
sucks.
remember just being like, just come on.
I like how
just,
Scrubs
How
is like the
young
most
was
medically
the
accurate
girl?
show.
Is it?
One of them, because like it doesn't have as many like.
Stupid bullshit like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. I've
How-
never watched Scrubs.
It's amazing.
I should watch it.
I want to watch it because I've seen some GIF images. And I realized that every single GIF image I've seen of Scrubs has made me laugh at some point. So I kind of just decided that I should watch this show.
Like Zach Braff. Just one of his quotes.
Loud,
Okay,
loud and
Volume.
proud.
like one of the worst quotes that he's ever said. Do you think I can say this?
What? What is
It's
it?
about the
Probably not.
probably not. Okay.
He's
That's
also the
horrible.
gentleman who said, it's a shame we can't use that. That's the perfect no context.
No.
There is
Zach-
no context. ever.
Zach Braff also said, this is a picture of me screwing a fan, but it had him with a screwdriver, like repairing a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it said, it blew me so hard after.
Oh my
I
god.
bet.
Oh god. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I remember seeing like an image on, I think it was on A somewhere. It was just fanservice.gif, and it was just a guy like fanning a bunch of fans. Oh, so news happened.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I have a couple of headlines
Yay!
that
Did you
might
get-
be interesting.
We're
Did
topical.
you get the one with the guy who robbed the person and then friended them on Facebook?
No, when did that happen?
That happened. Well, that happened Okay, so basically, I ended up hearing on the news today. Basically, a woman in Washington was robbed. She was struck behind the head and got her purse and her iPhone stolen, and then afterwards, the man who robbed her tried knocking her out. Basically, robbed her, friended her on Facebook.
Why?
Well,
And
because
she-
he had her iPhone. He was like, man, I need those Farmville friends.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, why would you do that? It relates around to the really dumb criminals. Like,
Lol, you suck at Angry Birds. Scrub.
Get better, scrub.
yeah.
Top keck.
Oh, she recognized the tattoo he had on his neck, and then the cops got him. It was
Then
basically
she pictured him with a pipe, and then she's like, "That's the guy."
Just his profile is him with a pipe. It's like he had another guy take a picture of him while he was doing the robbery.
and then stole that
Duck
guy's
face.
phone.
That would be the greatest story ever. Are you kidding? It'd
It's like
be
she's on the ground, he has a pipe, thumbs up.
thumbs up, duck face. Then you just see the dude taking the picture. All right, then my turn. Hand me the pipe. All right, dunk. Steals both of their things.
Yeah, no.
That'd be the flawless crime because he would just get in trouble for everything. Because there's no way the other dude would be able to just say like, "No, I got robbed." What are you talking about?
There was like the
Victimless
other ones
crime.
where like
It's like the Holocaust.
Facebook has caused criminals, like some criminals, to just fail horribly. There was the one where these two guys robbed a bank, and then several hours later they posted Facebook photos of them with the cash in a McDonald's bathroom stall. They didn't have like any of their masks or anything. They're like posing it, and it's still like in the wrapping, and it's like thousands of dollars. It's like,
How are people so stupid?
Education.
Like, sticking lemons up your butt and eating metric dick tons of glue is one thing. But just kidding, no, it's all one thing. Those people are stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. That makes me feel great.
So the news.
all right.
Reading Rainbow
Yeah!
is coming back.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
Oh, shoot, I still haven't kickstarted that. Darn
Well,
it.
it's okay because they raised all the money. They raised
Yeah, they raised twice the $1 million.
$1 million that they needed in 11 hours. I think
Yeah,
it was.
they're at $2 million right now.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yep.
Reading Rainbow,
Reading
in case you
Rainbow.
don't know, because you didn't have a childhood, was a show from I think 83 to 2006 or something like that.
Did it go on that long?
It ran for I want to say about 23 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for LeVar. Good for him.
Yeah, and it was a show in which he would just talk about good books for kids to read.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic because that was all it needed to be, and that's what it was. It recommended you good books
Yeah.
and stuff. And now it's back.
Nobody reads anymore, though.
Because I miss
know,
a
it's
lot
sad.
of...
Yeah.
I miss, like, Bill Nye the Science Guy and all the Reading Rainbow and all those, like... There was educational shows for kids that were actually entertaining as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic School Bus was a really good
Magic
one.
Yes.
School Bus. That
Good
was another
God.
one. I forgot about that one.
Carlos.
What was the ginger's name?
Which
Arnold?
one?
Arnold.
There's a couple in that show.
No, the ginger boy, the absolute ginger one.
Arnold, then.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Well, then there's the one that I guess Arnold was also literally orange in one episode
Yeah, he was.
because
he ate too many carrots.
carrots.
Yeah, that was a
Because
thing.
he wanted better vision.
And that one chick was like, according to my research, where do you get all the time to research this? You're in, like, kindergarten.
Internet. The internet was a thing then.
Yeah, but, like,
Also,
It
there's
was like
a
a
school,
new thing.
children
there's
are
a
not
school bus
welcome
that
on
can
the
fly
internet.
around.
There was another show, I can't remember, it was some cartoon, it was like math based. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
That was like.
But I remember it being interesting because it was like a sci-fi thing and they kept incorporating math into it. There's a lot of good shit like that. I don't know if there is any of that anymore.
Star Wars episode 1 through 6, that's math. Because 4, 5,
Numbers.
6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, thanks
Reverse.
George Lucas for
Now-
counting.
now the kids are just reading the Twilights and the 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, that's a little bit older than the target audience I'm talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, well, My Little Pony
Specifically 50 Shades of Grey being for like 45-year-old soccer moms.
Man, that was.
Have you
that
ever
was the
read
thing-
any of that?
No, but I do know one thing.
I read about
Where
20
they shove
pages
ball
of 50
bearings up
Shades
some-
of Grey, and I was like, this is the worst porn I have ever
They're
There's
not-
literally, it's, I don't even know what.
Was it better than Shrek?
They're not ball bearings.
Some
They're
Shrek
freaking-
stories are better than 50 Shades
No,
of
let's
Grey.
not talk about Shreks, please. No, no, no.
Okay,
No.
let's move on then.
No,
I've
yes.
got more
The
stories.
whole
Okay.
restaurant smelled.
What's the
like
name? What's the name of the balls
No.
that chicks shove up their twat? Like the two metal ones? What are those called?
Ball bearings?
No, there's a
No,
name. It's like an
in
Asian
the
name.
actual thing, it was ball bearings.
In
What?
It was
50
either
Shades
ball
of Grey.
bearings or marbles.
That's not safe.
No,
No.
that
You
is
could
not.
lose that up there.
You can get that up in your cervix.
Yeah, like an
marble
egg.
baby.
Wait, is that where it's going? Where is it going?
Dude,
I don't know. I didn't
I don't
read
wanna
the book.
know.
I
If
just
you're
knew
gonna,
that
if you're
there was
gonna
a
aim
line.
anywhere, go for the cervix.
Let's not do this.
Yes, please.
Please no.
Google's cars can drive themselves really good.
Yeah,
They're
that's
talking.
another happy one that I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Google's cars kind of scare me a little bit, though.
yeah, they do.
They're gaining sentient life.
They said they released a statistic, like, the Google cars have driven, like, I don't even know. It was a lot of miles, and they've had not even so much as a ticket yet. They're incapable of driving faster than, like, 25 miles an hour just because that's what's hardwired into them, but...
Yeah. Well,
One day
once
that
you
could be
get
a
going
thing.
highway speeds, that'll be fun.
Yeah. But have you ever seen, like, they have a new car, like a Google-specific car. Normally they've been
Yeah,
using converted other cars.
Yeah, it's
But
for this one.
they
It's
built it.
like a weird smart
It
car
looks
kind
like
of shape.
it looks like a smart car with like a shitload of legroom because there's no steering wheel
wheel.
or pedals or anything.
Yeah.
It looks kind of nice.
Oh, so no manual override?
I guess, yeah, there's no manual
You
controls.
always need a manual override.
I know! That's what scares me. Also, another thing, Google is now the largest brand in the world, I believe. As
Really?
it surpassed Apple.
Yay!
Wait,
Screw
Apple's
you,
the biggest
Apple.
brand?
Okay, Google is
Apple
pretty
work.
cool.
Google's pretty cool, but they're really scary considering... Have
They-
you seen some of the shit they're buying
They're like
lately?
aperture
They
science.
recently... They are. That's what's scary.
That's the new thing.
They bought like a thermostat company recently. Why? Except that
Because-
they want everything. It's
And
terrifying.
they're gonna be like CERN and Steins
They're
Gate.
gonna be like CERN, and they're just gonna wind up owning everything and being this creepy in the shadows New World Order bullshit.
They're making Watch Dogs real.
yeah.
They're gonna make time machines one day. We're gonna all be all screwed.
Yep, duh, Watch Dogs. Speaking of which, anybody seen gameplay?
I've seen Glitch play.
Yeah, oh my...
I was really pumped for that game. I'm glad I didn't buy it when it came out because Ubisoft, I know not to trust on launch.
Yeah, not for PCs at all.
No.
The thing is, my coworker, she got a new video card recently. It's like the second best one that AMD has.
One of the R9 series.
Yeah, and
maybe.
she still gets frame stuttering on
Oh,
well, on ultra settings, of course.
That's a shame.
But there was a guy with two like Titan video cards in his computer, and he got frame stuttering.
Yeah. Well, SLI
Well-
or crossfiring usually fucks up games like that. That's a big problem. When Battlefield 4 came out, along with the other thousands of problems that plagued it, you couldn't even run it with like crossfire.
No, that was
SLI
only the one
cards.
patch though.
Yeah, that was with that one patch. I don't even know how they managed to break that.
Why is it that so many of the Battlefields seem a little rushed?
Because EA.
EA.
That's literally the reason.
EA
Wasn't
is like
EA.
a brick on the accelerator.
Yeah,
Now
wasn't-
that Medal of Honor is like completely dead and never coming back,
Pacific
EA
Salt-
wants to. EA has to have a first-person shooter
Yeah.
come out every year
Yeah.
to keep up with Call of Duty, and
Which they
they can't make DICE make a Battlefield game every year. It takes at least 3 years to build a game like that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they put a new engine on it every single time,
Exactly.
or they
Yeah.
completely rewrite the old one.
Yeah.
Or
So now we get cops and robbers next.
So now we get Cops and Robbers, which is Battlefield Hardline, I believe it's
Made
called.
by Dead Space.
Made by the Dead Space devs?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder how that'll work.
Horribly interesting.
Probably.
Xenomorphs, fingers crossed.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see a firefight brought back into Battlefield. They haven't had anything like that since I think Bad Company 2 had an onslaught mode that I think was like that.
1942.
Alternately, just give me, just Battlefield, but with aliens.
I want to see a Battlefield either 1944 or 2143 happen. I'd like to see that. But that'll never happen.
Does anybody want a good Warhammer game?
Is
Yeah,
there?
I do. I was so mad when bloody Space Marine, Space Marine, fantastic game, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, would
Yeah.
probably get taken off the internet just for saying the word Space Marine.
Yeah.
Please stop spacing.
We'll bleep it out.
I could do that, but then
No,
people are
don't.
just gonna wonder what if they're gonna think you're saying Warhammer 40k porn or something.
He has it, so.
Yeah.
No,
I can draw it.
No, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, fantastic game. It's not really. It's probably one of the better third-person shooters I've played. It's not like stellar,
Yeah.
but it's definitely worth the money. It apparently it was supposed to be one of 3.
then that didn't
and-
happen.
No, because
Who was developing
Relic.
and publishing?
No,
that?
not Relic. Who went down?
THQ
THQ
recently died.
THQ died.
I don't know
And
who got the
Space
rights
Marine
to
was
that
supposed to
after
be a
that.
trilogy. And I was so butthurt about it because the way that the main guy who's writing it wrote the trilogy was going to be like the main characters like rise and then fall, where he's like, I'm the hero, and then, oh god, everyone hates me.
Yeah.
I'm alone now.
I am the Dark Knight.
Basically. And he was just going to go about wrecking things, and I was like, that sounds amazing!
Also, Dawn of War, the first one of the best RTS games I've ever played.
Yeah?
Yeah, Dawn of
second
War.
one, no. I hated the second
Sounds kind of Subcom then. Subcom 1 was pretty good. Subcom 2 was not.
Everyone, yeah, I don't even know.
Age of Empires 2 was really good.
Yeah.
Age of Empires 3 I didn't like.
Age of Empires Mythology, though.
Age of Empires 3 doesn't have a community anymore, I don't think.
Mythology
does. Mythology's getting a Steam release.
Yeah.
Did
God
we
is-
talk about
God
that
is
last
Steam
time? I
release.
don't remember. Did it happen already?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I can
Go check
play
that out, I
Age
guess.
of Mythology on my computer, so I'm super stoked for that.
I have 2 more news stories
Yay!
that are very interesting. One is this.
A
porn
Porn stars
star.
challenging Rob Ford for the mayorship of Toronto.
Just so you guys know, I knew this.
I'm sure
Because I
you
follow
did.
her on Twitter.
I bet you do.
You lonely, lonely man.
So her name is Nikki
I have a
Benz.
girlfriend.
You would know her a lot better than I would, I'm sure.
He knows
Well,
her inside
but here's
and
the
out.
thing: the only reason I want to talk
More
about this
inside
is
than
her campaign slogan.
Oh,
is
no.
Trade in your Ford for a Benz.
Zing!
I fucking love that. That's all I wanted to say on that.
Alright. But that reminds me of a
Go
story,
and look
actually.
that up on your not.
That reminds me of a story when I was in Winnipeg. I was working on my computer in that at the university camp at a university campus place, and so I was working there, and then there's this person talking, and I was sort of listening to everyone who was nearby because I was just bored as shit. But then this person was like, I need to do some stuff, and I ended up talking to her, and then it's like, yeah, can I borrow your computer because I need to just change some things on a profile I have. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I let her do that, and then we finished talking, she leaves, and I'm like, oh, she didn't delete the browser history. Oh, might as well go check.
Might as well just snoop. What is that logic?
Well,
Why the hell
basically, well, actually, as I was talking with her, she said she had clients in that
Okay.
at the
Clients.
clients.
Clientele.
That's where. Yeah, no, she was an escort.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it was super
So you
hilarious.
bought some Windex, sprayed your keyboard.
Yeah. No.
Condoms
Okay.
on your fingers.
God damn it. And
She didn't have to. There was some on hers.
this is like a 2-week-old story, but
Yeah.
I really wanted to talk about it because it's just so fantastic.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna read this. High elf on acid attacks woman's car with sword.
Give me this, please.
Nope. There's this guy who was calling himself a high elf, pun intended, was high on LSD,
Oh God.
and I think he was in like full chainmail and shit.
Yes.
And suddenly
That seems
decided to
heavy.
attack a woman's BMW
Yes.
with a sword. Police, of course, responded to this. At which point, the guy was just like, it's too fantastic of a story. I just love it. You're gonna have to look this shit up. What was his quote? Equipped with a sword, a staff, and a shield. So the guy was class mixing, obviously. Sought to engage in battle with the evil Morgoth.
Morgoth. Is that
That's
something?
Lord of the Rings, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Probably gonna get corrected on that. I wasn't in my right mind. I was still rocking my new pair of elf ears. I hopped on her hood and tried to pierce her tires with my master sword. I was trying to prove a point. Don't mess with a dark elf. End
Oh, he's
quote.
not a high elf then.
No, the high
He's a
elf
drow.
was a joke. He's a
Oh, okay.
dark elf, but
Yeah,
he
he
was
was a
making
drow.
a high elf joke.
So wait a second. So
That's also the guy also stated the last time that he dropped acid, he turned into a dragon. The car managed to survive the encounter with a few puncture wounds. That's from SourceFed.
I'm just
free
imagining
ti-
the lady who's driving. She's like, "What the hell is this guy running?" Ah!
I think it was parked
Yeah, it was
somewhere.
parked.
It was parked, and she came back out and saw some guy like just stabbing her car.
Is he from Florida?
I don't know where that was.
Because
Probably.
there's
It
some
was
other
somewhere
great
warm.
Florida man stories. Florida man, best superhero ever to
Who
be
the
born.
hell is Florida man?
Florida man
man.
is basically, if you just Google Florida man on Twitter, you'll see. Actually, it's sadly not quite as funny now.
Google it on Twitter.
Yep.
That is the terminology.
Yes. No, Florida man is basically, it's news titles from Florida because only Florida.
Florida's an odd place.
It is.
It's full
When
of-
things including, these are some of my favorite Florida mans. Florida man stands on street swinging Klingon sword, attacks cars. So basically he has a batleth in the middle of a freeway,
Yeah.
swinging his batleth.
Oh yeah, there was also
Another one, the Florida man attacks paraplegic with fish.
Yeah.
Like the
Florida
wait.
Florida
attacks,
man,
attacks
too
with
fat
a fish.
for jail.
Florida man too fat for jail, yes.
Attacks with a fish.
Yes,
Is
as
that
in
like
he is wielding
Monty
a fish.
Python style?
Yeah,
The fish slapping
a
dance.
paraplegic though.
Fantastic.
This one guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just
It's a
No, no, no.
collection of people.
Yeah, it's
I
news
guess.
clippings.
But the way the
Okay.
news clipping goes, it's
Yeah.
just like Florida man.
Yeah. Florida man beats woman with her own
own
dog.
dog. Yeah.
How?
I think the story for that one went, because I had to read that one,
Yeah, you'd have
was
to.
he stole something from her
Okay.
and tried to escape on his bike.
Okay.
But the small dog kept chasing him.
A
So-
small dog.
A small dog, yes.
Okay.
Well, not like Chihuahua small,
Mastiff.
but
Just like,
like
a,
somewhere
yeah,
like
not
a small
miniature
medium.
dog,
A
but a
Great
small
Dane.
dog.
Yeah. So basically, it kept chasing him, and like I don't know, I guess eventually it caught up to him. So he just got angry, picked up the dog, I guess biked back to this poor woman, and just beat her with her dog.
Oh my god.
That's absurd.
The dog was fine though, I think.
What?
Was the woman fine?
Who cares?
Probably not.
No,
Was
she died
Florida
from.
man
It's a
fine?
puppy dog.
Then let's see what else is there. Florida man died because he tried riding a manatee.
I thought you were going to say a train, so I was really not expecting that.
Quite a few stories revolving
sea
around
cow.
manatee. I think there's a couple where the manatee kills them because
I didn't
He
know
tried having
manatees
sex
were
with
dangerous.
manatees.
Manatees are savage.
sea cows,
Are they?
man.
No. They do this all day.
In tanks, you see them floating around like
They
they're
just
in
kind of derp
zero
around.
G.
Like there's that really famous gif of the one that just smacks into the glass and just
Like they
My
just derp
face
around in
gets
the
all
river, then
lush.
boats come and hit them in the face because they're so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
that
do you
happens.
get killed by a manatee then? If they're like,
I don't know, because one dude was
Do
trying
they
to ride
have
one.
arc?
They have,
Well,
like,
aren't-
flippers,
you
I
probably,
guess.
Yeah,
you
they
probably
flip it.
could. Well,
Maybe just
there
suplex
has to be
you.
alcohol involved. in
Yes.
this.
Like there's
There
all
has
those
to be.
pictures of Russian submarines that have always got manatees or maybe it's walruses.
Walruses.
I guess it's walruses up that far.
Walrus, are
Yeah.
you of crazy? Commissar will be furious.
Admiral will be very upset if you do not remove yourself from ballistics hatch.
That's much better than mine.
It's because he's practiced.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other great Florida man stories. Florida man.
Florida man eats homeless man.
Yeah, Florida man eats man's face.
Okay, yeah, that was the thing. I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
I was on B at the time,
Yeah.
and they were losing their shit like the zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
was starting.
Okay, but speaking of Florida, this is like a really stupid connection.
Segways are great.
Yeah, segues are awesome. A guy mentions in one of his raps how he shot a boy in the chest in Florida, so it was okay. The guy was Filthy Frank. Look up his new album, Pink Guy album. It's hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, because the music that you listen to and the music that the rest of humanity listens to are two very different things.
I'm sorry
You
for...
listen to the whitest raps in the world.
Also listen to Kendrick Lamar. He's pretty black as far as I checked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about G-Man.
Oh.
Oh,
You know who that
I know
is.
who G-Man
Because
is.
he did a third song.
Oh no!
Yeah, I didn't even, I was just
Oh.
some glasses, you loser.
No, glasses are for losers.
Glasses are for people who want to be able to fucking see what they're doing.
I can see mostly.
Finish my drawing.
I can't read tiny font from across the room.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Nice.
She has,
Sword.
Yeah.
Breasts.
I was going to say,
Oh.
no, lower than that.
Hey, heart.
Pickled radishes. Pickled radishes.
Eyebrows?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
What else has happened?
Well, let's see. Let's have a quick row over of what we've talked about. Florida man
Let's
beating
not.
women with dogs.
No.
Submarines. Have we talked about dinosaurs yet?
No.
No. We talked about Google smart cars.
Yep.
Talked
cement.
about
Anal cement.
Anus cement. Yeah, that
anus
was right.
cement.
Eating
Yes.
glue.
I
Eating
hate when
glue.
that happens.
Yeah. Trevor, what happened with you this week? Got to talk to the microphone.
excreted-
Or else I'm just going to be schizophrenic for the whole thing.
You are.
He
I'd
excreted-
rather not talk about my week,
All right.
No.
or my
he-
month, or my year.
He excreted masonry.
Talk about something
Uh-oh.
good then.
All right. I have to
my
take
bike is fixed.
That's great.
Yay.
It only cost me $24.
Oh, that is
That's
great.
not too bad.
Yeah, considering the last time it cost like $150.
That's still
That's
not
as
too
much
bad
as a
depending on what
bike.
the
Yeah, you
problem
could just
is.
buy a new bike.
Except it's like a $400 mountain bike.
Oh.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Stop
the thing is,
spinning.
like, nowadays, so many things
Am
are
I gonna
just
have to
easier
make a joke
buy.
about you injecting
instead of
drugs under the
fixed.
table every episode?
Considering there had to be enough metal in the bike to hold like a 300+ pound person.
I guess.
Yeah. Cheaper to fix it.
Nah.
Yeah. Ultimately, you could
It's
weld
all
two legs
muscle, by
together.
the way, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, it's like Kingpin.
Damn right.
You
Yeah,
bet.
Kingpin,
At
best
least
villain.
you don't have Spider-Man following you around making fat jokes all the time.
Yeah.
That's rude. That is one of the
It's
things
the best of both worlds.
It's the best of both worlds. There's no Spider-Man, and I'm a supervillain.
And I run this group. It's pretty awesome.
Not
Run
this
this town.
Are we a mafia?
This group?
This people?
group.
Yes. This project. I have stolen.
Honestly, a project
What?
is a decent way of describing what we are.
We are.
More like failed test experiment.
Yeah, that works. I don't even know how to describe you.
Sexy.
No,
Crash test dummies of the internet.
this guy.
Also
How
accurate.
would you describe me?
I'm trying to think of words. I don't think they
Transcend-
exist in the English language. I was saying
Words-
earlier how I think you may have transcended humanity to become a different organism altogether.
I don't know. Apparently,
At least
his insides are
mentally,
mostly
you're on a
stuck
different
together.
plane of
So
existence.
I'm just.
he's
So
ascended.
kind of like Trevor from GTA 5.
I guess.
Does he become a god in that game?
I'm
Did I
just a
miss
regular guy.
I'm not saying you've become a god. I'm saying you extra dimensional or some shit.
I'm a perfectly normal human being.
You're a perverted human being, and I love you for it.
Perverted gender.
I'm not that perverted.
Oh, Captain D over here is not that perverted.
There's.
He's thinking.
He's thinking of a
You
single-
guys can't hear it because the microphone,
I
but you
hear
can
it.
Let me
actually
think
hear his
closer.
brain tick.
Is he the guy with 2 Ds?
Oh, that guy! Oh, that's a thing we should talk about.
That's a
What?
thing.
The Ask Me Anything with the man with 2 dicks. Too bad that's
Oh,
really old
no,
now.
I only have one.
When did that
It's
happen?
big enough for 2, though. No, it's not. It's like.
At least he can admit it.
Microphone can't
It-
see, but it knows.
It's wasn't too impressive.
Yeah, like 1.5 inches. Erect. 2.
Unless it's a
Shut
fear
the
boner.
Two-
It's like
two
4 and a,
flaccid.
It's like 4.5 inches when it's a fear boner.
No,
It's
it's
like that one time when you're just taking a poop at the school. you
What?
know?
it's longer flaccid than erect.
Fuck.
Why are we talking about your dick? I didn't
It's
want to talk about your
backwards.
dick. I wanted to talk about your.
Want to talk about your dick?
No.
I sort of.
You know what the best answer
I'd
to
like
the
to
question?
talk about your dick.
Would you?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Does it have a freckle?
Not since I last checked. Why
Did
would
you check
I?
the underside?
Do you have a s- Are you making a spotted dick reference?
Get a makeup
No.
mirror.
Have you
Ginger
ever-
dick.
Have you ever had spotted dick?
No, my dick has never been spotted.
No.
Is it a
It's
jaguar?
pudding. It's a pudding.
It's a virgin joke.
No. Yeah,
I
but
get
no.
Of course you get it.
Enemy spotted.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your mind is in the gutter.
Oh.
My mind's everywhere because, unlike you, I have ascended beyond humanity.
No, you've not. You're just literally crazy.
And the truth comes out. I knew you felt that way.
Yeah.
It's because I could read your mind.
The fuck is this show?
Okay, but first of all,
What
Yeah.
am I?
I don't even.
okay, you said my mind is in the gutter. I never fully understood what that expression means.
Mind is the gutter.
Ever see those cum jar threads?
No. Oh yes, we
Were they-
talked.
No!
You should listen to the last episode. We talked about the shoebox.
Which one?
The shoebox. The 3 years of shoebox one.
Oh,
That one. That was the last episode.
Oh,
That was part of the namesake.
That was our
Can we
first
not
episode.
talk about that again?
Yeah, can we please? Fuck, we just spent like 15 minutes talking about dicks and semen again. We need to stop doing this. That's not what this
we
is
are
about.
without context, but we do have borders.
There's too much.
Unlike those filthy doctors
You know what
taking
the problem
pictures
is?
of lemon anuses.
That was an X-ray. I don't think you would want some doctor.
X-rays count as
You
pictures.
would not want a doctor rooting around in your asshole, not knowing how many lemons there were to remove.
depends on the doctor.
I mean, if she's cute,
She?
would you rather have like Shaquille O'Neal rooting around in there?
Are you kidding me?
Shaquille
Yeah.
O'Neal is not a doctor.
Oh, I'll let him play doctor with me.
No.
I was thinking of that because there's a thing where I don't know what it was, but it was how the picture of Shaq's hand compared to like a regular mortal being's hand.
A mortal's
Yeah.
hand? Okay.
Shaq, his hands, he can palm a microwave.
How do you?
That's fucking nuts. We have a microwave in the room, and it's like very large.
It's as big
Now,
as like a
I wa-
microwave.
Okay,
yeah,
It's as big as my dick.
it's bigger than a bread box.
Jesus Christ! How do you palm a microwave?
I just so do you guys know
Round.
the average ring size?
No.
I don't even know how ring
11.
sizes work.
Yeah, well, 12 is kind of massive.
Is it like an actual unit of measurement, or is it
Yeah.
just an arbitrary
Oh,
size?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's like those measuring.
There's measuring things, but like 12 is like too big for my thumb, which I guess isn't impressive. I don't really have big hands. Kind of. I just have small
have
fingers. I have
fat
large
fingers.
palms.
Whatever.
Well, okay.
You have
Point
Big
is,
hands. Your
Here.
hands are bigger than your
here,
face.
let's see. I want to see your hands.
Well, they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
But my fists are big.
Anyway, okay. Size 12 rings, large.
Okay.
Shaq is much larger than size
I'm
12.
sure.
So imagine him sticking his finger up your rectum. That's all I'm just saying.
No, just
No, but,
imagine.
like,
Getting a prostate exam from Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm trying to think now
Like
as
a
to how they would
penis.
get that lemon out of there. You couldn't just grab a hold of it.
Okay, what
You'd
are
have
you
to
doing
get-
with my hat?
Trying it
You're
on.
crimping it.
The visual
You're
jokes
crimping
aren't
my
going
hat.
to work on the radio cast.
You're also
here.
wearing it backwards.
Oh,
You
whatever.
got this grandma hat here.
Shut up! No, it's an
Grandma
it's an
hat.
archaeologist hat. It's Alan Grant,
I'm pretty sure I've seen my grandmother wearing an
and it's
almost
also got
identical
cool
hat.
Hawaiian print on it. That's
Yeah.
what sold me, and it was $12.
Did you get it at Winners?
No, I got it at Walmart. Also,
No,
no.
back
Dakota,
to-
proper way to apply hat is crown first to the forehead, and then you push it on backwards.
Yeah, it
Alright.
makes
It
it
keeps
easier
the-
to tip your fedora afterwards.
No, it's not a fedora. Fedoras are for neckbeards.
Yeah, not like you with
You have
your
a
gigantic neck beard.
Face beard.
This is not a neck
No,
beard.
he has a face beard. Like, it's much too long.
It's getting close.
First of all,
No,
First
neck
of
beards
all-
are like this long.
Do not touch beard.
First of all, do not do that with my beard. I will smite you down from heaven.
No,
And neck beards are only the neck. This goes well up to my cheekbones.
sure.
Because I'm an unshaven...
And up and around to your eyebrows.
If only.
He actually has. He's Sasquatch.
I've
We
been
found
called
him.
that.
You
I've
want to
been
see a
called that.
Sasquatch? There's a Sasquatch in the room. Nabil.
Oh yeah, Nabil.
Not in a racist way. He's just really hairy.
No.
No.
Well, they can't even see him, so they wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Like, he's got some gorgeous
Do
hair.
we even know what hair color Sasquatch is?
Blurry.
Brown or black?
Blurry.
That's a
That's his hair
color.
color.
Oh, man, this one comedian, Mitch Hedberg,
Oh, Mitch Hedberg.
who OD'd on speed and heroin at the same time. He talked about what if the Sasquatch just is blurry.
What if that's just what it looks like?
Yeah, that bothers
it's like,
me.
Just like atomizing all the time or
'Cause
something.
there's a big out of focus monster roaming the countryside.
Mitch Hedberg is honestly one of the funniest
Well,
comedians.
he's hilarious.
Is he?
Yes.
I used to
It's
do
a shame
drugs, but I still do too.
I did not lose both my legs in Vietnam to talk to you guys. You've got both legs, Mitch. I know. Like I said, I did not lose both my legs in Vietnam.
That's fantastic.
It's a shame he OD'd, because if he was gonna drown,
Why is
he
it all
was
the best
prepared with the
comedians
buoyancy
die?
of...
Because
All the
Trevor
best
was fun.
comedians die.
That's
They're all
the
dead.
That's because the bad ones die,
And
but
the
no one
lamb, too.
cares.
No, but seriously.
No one goes like, "Oh no, Carrot Top, what happened?"
He was so young and vibrant.
He's still alive, isn't
Vibrant.
he? Vibrant. That's a
he
pretty
really
good
made-
adjective, I guess.
He really made that Dennis the Menace movie where he was the homeless man under the bridge.
No, but like, what?
Yeah,
Is
Carrot
that a thing?
Yeah, Carrot Tops and Dennis the Menace.
Was that really him?
I believe so.
Really?
How old
Google
is
it.
Dennis
Google
the
it on the
Menace?
Twitters.
Yeah, go and Twitter that.
Go Twitter that
My
on
phone's
Google.
battery's dead.
Yeah, I don't want to sign into the internet. I'm too lazy.
Fine, then.
Fact checking will ruin this show.
No, well, there's
So a
no
privilege
context.
checking.
Do it yourself, kids, and leave us a message on the SoundCloud or the iTunes,
Or
where
the
you're like,
YouTube,
"No,
or
you
YouTube.
retarded
However
piece
the
of
fuck
white
you're
trash."
listening. Or Google
Carrot
Drive.
Top wasn't in set.
I kind of doubt that he was, but I almost wouldn't be surprised. No, but like, there's shitty comedians that are alive, and that's unfair because there's good ones that are dead.
Bo Burnham, good comedian.
He's
I think
okay,
he
yeah,
is.
he's rare. He's quite good. I like Bo Burnham.
He's a rare.
He's,
Well, there was
he's a rare
there's-
instance of a
there
funny
was this,
comedian.
Who's
Yeah,
alive?
who's still alive.
there's this hilarious Facebook post that happened, and it was for some reason every year there seemed to be 3 famous people that died for a little
Because
while.
of the Illuminati.
Well,
For a little while.
For
What?
They
Well,
died for a bit, and they came back.
No.
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah, just groups of 3s, and
Yeah.
then a person who did the Facebook thing was he lists the people. It's these people, and then underneath it's Betty White, you've made it through again.
There was a big conspiracy way back when was it Paul McCartney? I can't remember. It was one of the Beatles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had
Paul
been rumored
McCartney's
to be
dead.
dead.
No,
Yeah.
from since
Yeah.
the first
From
time
in the
recording.
70s or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
no.
They replaced him with an old
Paul
woman.
is actually what
They
happened.
replaced him with whatever that woman is from Craig Ferguson all the time.
Actually, what happened? Because I looked into this because I love
I can't
conspiracy
remember her
theories.
name.
But basically, Paul McCartney apparently died in a car crash in 1972
I thought he fell out of his bed.
or something.
Something like
head.
that.
Yeah, he died in a
Remember
car
monkeys.
crash because this woman was wanting to have sex with him and so they ended up
And
in
being a rock star at the time.
basically he
star.
crashed, and then because after that they had it was a lookalike contest for Paul McCartney, so that's why. So it happened after that incident, so they got a Paul McCartney lookalike to stand
Yeah. A
And then-
reptilian one.
in.
no
A
less.
reptilian. And then what happened after that is that they felt really guilty, so they hid messages.
Yeah,
In there?
yeah. All the
All the
It's
messages.
always there.
It's the hand, the open palm above Paul McCartney's head, the black roses, even though it was a black and white picture. so it's
Here's the thing:
it was-
red, blue, and black all look pretty much the same in black and white.
Well,
'Cause it's
wasn't it
black
one where
and
he
white.
was the one wearing white in the picture, then everyone else was wearing black?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
was
was Abbey Road.
Yeah, Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Bunch of stupid.
Yeah,
bullshit
no, there
is
was
what
there was
that
also my other favorite conspiracy theory from the
Oh
Beatles.
yeah.
There's
There's
like a ton of them.
I
There's,
guess.
There's the one I ended up finding was the Beatles never existed because I found a really terrible website to go with that.
Uh-huh.
And basically, it wasn't like the Beatles never existed. It was that the Beatles were made by the government to control the people.
Ah.
Okay.
And so,
They're also reptiles.
unfortunately, not
And
this.
they eat corgis.
They do eat corgis.
Oh.
That's why the queen keeps all those corgis.
I must feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see? There
And
was
he was in the
a.
second Dennis the Menace movie.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Carrot Top is Dennis the Menace. What do you know?
No.
No!
Way better movie. You
No.
just see Mr. Wilson just be like,
Carrot.
"Look
the
what
Top.
you did again, Carrot Top."
He's dressed as a kid, but it's like kid-sized clothing,
Yeah.
and since he's like so jacked.
Yeah, exactly. No, it would just be Carrot Top as the small child.
Yeah.
Like he's just pretending to be it.
Like,
Like
as
no
he
one
is
notices as he is now.
That'd be terrible.
Nobody makes like any mention.
Some people from One Direction were recently filmed smoking
Found
pot.
dead.
Unfortunately, they're smoking pot in the backseat of a car, not wearing their seatbelts. That's the
Was
bigger problem.
Yeah, was the car moving?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool.
They weren't driving fast because they were like through a sea of 14-year-olds, but whatever.
Smoke pot all you want. Just wear a fucking
But
seatbelt.
wear a fucking
Because you're a
seatbelt.
danger to
Everyone's
other
getting so butt frustrated as to how they're showing like how they're being a bad influence for marijuana smoking. It's like, who the fuck gives a shit? They're not wearing a seatbelt. That's the big problem here.
Oh, I thought you said
Handle
I
your
thought you
own
said they were being a
children.
bad influence for marijuana smokers.
No, for
That was like-
children to
I was gonna
smoke.
say, isn't that like a bad influence to begin with?
I found, you know what
I
I
thought they were
found
just
out?
a bad influence with their music.
I-
They're probably a bad influence on anyone who wants to do music in their life because their music is bad.
You know what's
Yes.
funny about marijuana and that? I had to look into, because I was interested in smoking it, but I have to for me I have to research things like intensively.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding out that in some cases, and that you can actually become a schizophrenic.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
there's a
Yeah.
latent gene or
Yeah.
whatever.
I have a
that
genetic
No, that's-
predisposition
Yeah,
for it.
me too.
Well,
as
yeah,
well
there's,
as my
there's-
aunt.
you can have a genetic disposition towards schizophrenia.
Yeah.
The thing is, do you guys know how marijuana works?
Yes, it's the
Because I have
type of-
I have
yeah.
a massive hate boner for everyone who smokes marijuana.
Why?
Yeah.
What's
So I have my own reasons.
Okay.
How marijuana works is basically, I can't remember the medical term for it.
Yeah.
What it does, it doesn't make you any happier. What it does is there's, you know those little building block games when you're a little kid where it's like the circle hole goes into the
Yeah.
circle block or whatever.
Yeah.
It's basically
Round peg, round hole.
what marijuana does is it takes
on peg butthole.
it takes the happiness peg and it jams it all full up.
Yeah.
So you can't have your happiness pegs go into the getting rid of zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same
I don't
thing
do
that-
drugs,
This
kids.
is how brains work.
You are also
Yeah,
not
well, no,
a
it's-
neurologist.
So then, basically, the pegs just keep building up. So you think you're getting happier,
Yeah,
because
this
you
is how all
technically are,
drugs
but
work,
it just
isn't
it can't get flushed
Alcohol.
away. No,
Cocaine works
It
in the
doesn't-
same way. It blocks serotonin
Yeah.
receptors,
Yeah.
I believe.
yeah.
Sort of
Actually-
SSRI.
And actually, the interesting thing is that when I was younger, and that I
I
was
had a schizophrenic episode.
actually,
Oh boy, is this how this story is gonna go?
I'm
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Why is it every time? Oh, I have 3 nipples. Do you? Actually, I have 6, apparently.
I have
Yeah.
a genetic disposition towards schizophrenia
And
from
nipples.
myself. I am my ancestor.
Actually, what happened is that
I'm gonna
when
find
I was
out you're your own goddamn father at some point, aren't I?
Next week.
when I
Actually, this week.
When
Time
I-
travel.
when I was working with when I did
no,
artwork
no,
and that when I was
Steve,
younger as a
yes.
kid and that
It's got
I
glands down there.
always started having problems thinking
Listen,
and then
listen.
I always get confused and I started seeing things like just I thought it was just my imagination that was going on and that until I found out my aunt suffered from schizophrenia, so I had a predisposition to suffer from schizophrenia. And so I ended up getting it under control, so I wasn't exactly at the level of schizophrenia that some people are at, but I was starting to see things. And then I got into control. I was asked out by a girl a couple months ago, and I realized how fine of an edge I'm riding on right now. Because
I'm so
when
glad you're sharing this story. I never
because-
told this to anyone.
Yeah, because I actually had a girl asked me out, and I've always said to myself, if a girl asks me out, I'm gonna go out with her because that's one of my rules. Is that if a girl likes me, she'll ask me out, sort of thing. and so I can act like myself instead of me trying to act like a total dumbass or anything like that. But she asked me out, and I was terrified, of course. I'm like, and I realized that I'm not ready for dating. But in order for myself to calm myself down, I split my mind into like 4 personalities and had a conversation with myself with Business Dragon.
Like he's naming characters that he like.
I create.
You have story there's comics and stuff.
Comics with my characters and that. There's Business Dragon, which is the webcomic I work on right now. He's a dragon who works at his business. It's a very non-disclosed business. He just does nondescript business.
He just does business like things.
And then
he's actually homeless.
And then Eureka, who is a faun, who is a jazz singer and a...
Can you clarify faun for the audience?
Faun. Half goat, half person.
Okay.
Like the rapey kind?
Not the rapey kind. Okay.
Like
Fawns rape
a
animals.
satyr.
Like Donnie DeVito.
Satyrs.
Danny
Satyrs.
DeVito.
Fawns are the
Sorry.
Roman
Sorry.
version,
Yeah.
which are more of partying and drinking.
I'm a casual, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Learn the lore.
Damn it! Come on!
I'm here for the gameplay.
Ow!
And then there's...
It just dislocated my jaw.
Did you punch yourself in the face?
No, my jaw popped.
Oh.
And it was just like, oh! Ow!
Okay.
Stop
and then,
it! It's putting me in giggle fits. It's just like, it keeps popping out. It's just like, ow! It keeps
stop it.
happening. Ow!
Don't push on your jaw, dude.
I am gonna die.
Stop.
You need the ice.
Okay, we're good.
Better.
Okay, my third character that I split is a British agent spy
Thought
character.
you were gonna say bulldog.
Okay. His name is Henry Quartermain. He specializes in handling
Handling boobs.
handling
Condoms.
mythical creatures and that, basically like helping them out with their problems and that.
You are a colorful individual.
And
Dakota.
then but basically if I ever made a movie with him, he would be Daniel Radcliffe. That's who he would play. That's who would.
He's very short.
Yeah.
No, is he not just like 5'6"?
He's
That's
like
very short.
It's very short for the average of a man size.
Average is 5'9".
Yeah.
He's quite short.
He's short. But either way, it was super hilarious
I had
because
to do a lot of camera work.
after I was like laying in bed talking to myself throughout this whole entire conversation, I sat there and I realized I'm on the brink of insanity. I'm riding this fine edge.
Brink? You're in the ocean, buddy.
No, man, but yeah, you gotta be careful with that kind
Oh
of stuff.
yeah, I know.
Leslie's just like, if I don't sniff ether, at least
What's
once a
coming
week.
from the glue eater?
No, what I mean is like one of them can take over.
Oh yeah, totally. I have
That would be so weird. I
Yeah, I
can't
don't-
even imagine a conversation with Dakota where suddenly
He's
just
got
I push him
dissociative
too
identity
far,
or something?
and then just suddenly
all
his personality
business,
slips.
business?
Yeah,
like
and
if
then
one of them takes
Business
over and they're a
Dragon.
bad one.
yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how it starts.
It sounds-
Psychology.
It
It's
maybe.
a
seems like
hoot and
traumatic
half.
childhood
It's
experience.
literally a magic. Like I
It's just-
study psychology.
Yeah, you're a
and
psych major, are you
there's
not?
I can't remember his name. Billy Milligan, I think. It is.
Yeah.
I thought you were
He-
say Mitchell.
Billy Milligan is probably the greatest thing to ever happen to all of humanity, shy of like
Fire.
Sex?
Yes.
Okay, I have to admit that. Yeah, that's pretty important.
Is he
Reproductive
the guy with like
ability?
50 personalities?
Yeah,
and, like
he's-
30 of them are
Like, seriously,
like, huge
fertility's
criminals?
pretty useful.
He
Like
is the
criminal-
gentleman with 24 or 27 multiple personalities.
Okay.
All of them wildly different. He accidentally learnt how to write a language. How do you accidentally pick
I
up...
accidentally an entire language.
Not just speaking it, though. It's not like he was like, aha, look, my one personality watches anime. I can speak Japanese now. It's like, he's... Shut up! He learned how to write a Russian... Like,
The
write
Russian alphabet.
Not Russian, though. It's some sort of thing that's by Russia that I can't remember the name of.
Some Eastern European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He learned how to write
Crimea.
it.
Crimean.
He learned how to write it. Three of his personalities were criminal masterminds. They were the
Okay.
ones that did crimes, though. There's an angry lesbian 17-year-old multiple personality
How
that
does
raped
the,
and killed a girl.
How does the legality work with this? Like, this is in
It's
a
really
Played
fuzzy.
this is in a really gray zone.
Yeah.
That sort of sounds
Yeah,
like
you do.
me now. Just less. I have more control right now.
Oh, but no, it's way worse because he had
Don't do
one
drugs.
who's a criminal mastermind,
Yeah, stay
One
out of
who-
Amsterdam. Fuck.
the angry lesbian rapist. What my personal favorite, which is one he called the
Wait,
teacher, which
wait.
was all of them all together. He had no idea he had multiple
I
personalities.
know
until
what
he
you're
was told.
thinking.
Can
I know.
he be a lesbian with himself then?
What?
That's not what I was thinking. I thought you were thinking this is the way to achieve the ultimate perfect mentality
No,
of just becoming a lesbian.
I can't word that.
Words
Probably
and
what I was
shit.
going for. He can be in lesbians with someone then.
He could be, yes,
With
and
himself,
he was, but it was
perhaps.
rape.
I don't know if you can talk to
12
yourself
year-old.
if you have dissociative identity. I don't think it
You
works
could.
like
I
that.
think you could switch
Not
back,
really.
back and forth.
Yeah, but I don't think they can like.
And he
That
did.
doesn't work like that though.
There's
He
a movie
did have
based
the
on this
one
called
person.
Sybil. Very good movie. Very attractive man as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
a
gonna-
male.
No.
I had to ask.
I was
What
gonna
You
say-
and Ewan McGregor.
Robert Downey Jr.
Have you
Hey.
seen his eyes?
Have you seen
Robert Downey Jr. though. He is. a
what's
pretty
it
good
called?
Damn right.
Fucking
We love you, Robert Downey Jr.
what?
Ewan McGregor, I want you in me.
Either way, continue
Moulin
with the
Rouge. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to think
well,
of.
he has the one
in
personality called the
that.
teacher.
Yeah.
Who is all of his personalities combined, but as a different personality. So it's just like, I'm this educated douche canoe, doo-doo-doo. I know what all the other ones are thinking right now. So basically, he's just overclocking all of his other personalities. all at once.
Overclocking his brain
So Mr.
processors.
Yeah, ouch.
So basically, I could be this person because I have about 133 main characters.
Yeah, but
In my
there's a
stories.
difference between characters and like existing communicable living
Yeah,
personalities.
like,
you could do it with
in your
practice.
head.
Like there was a 12-year-old
You
girl
probably
that he
can.
was like there. He was an educated gentleman, and he did things that were he
is-
shouldn't been able to do.
No.
Dirty.
Like he was believable.
Yeah.
Greasy.
What? What are you doing?
He's fantasizing.
He's starting to fantasize.
Where are we? Are we done talking about schizophrenia and DID?
No.
Actually,
No. Of course we're not.
There's an actual thing about, like, artists and shit.
Yeah.
The characters they are really close to,
Yeah.
like their mains,
Like all
are
of them.
often parts of their own persona.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually,
Well, that's you draw inspiration
That's-
You
from
will
yourself.
also notice
Yeah.
that there is a Venn diagram to be observed of a lot of the greatest artists in history being absolutely batshit.
It's either crazy, depressed and suicidal, or not that great.
Sometimes you need to have like a wire that's not hooked up properly or a screw loose to get some really creative shit happening. I would say. I
Yeah,
am
well-
not as creative as a lot of individuals, yourself included.
yeah.
That's right, you're justified though.
How do you draw?
Yeah.
I
Oh, no,
have
it's
I have drawn the weirdest things. I just because I've always like I should experiment with different kinds of like arts and
Like
fetishes.
bats.
That's
Like bats.
like bat people.
You were saying something.
Can we come back with Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket, put your balls in my mouth. Mr. Bucket. So lately,
So I was talking about drawing
No,
fetishes.
it's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. We've gone
We've
beyond
gone-
this. We have transcended upon.
we have reached an all-new plane of existence here. That's about the 8th time I've said that in this episode. There's been this recent obsession with Mr. Bucket that has been going around.
What? That's only me and you.
I know, but Thomas is in on it now, isn't he?
Well, I'm not obsessed with it.
Oh,
Every time
you
you
will
guys
be.
go
Oh,
like,
not yet.
"Woo-hoo-hoo, Mr. Bucket, balls in my mouth." Like, I'm sure, like, I
can't-
laugh at it, but it's like
I don't even
think
know
about
where it
it.
started. I think it was fucking like Achievement Hunter or something. Every time that they're doing a Minecraft Let's Play and somebody ever mentions a bucket, you can hear Ray in the background just go, Mr. Bucket. And it recently made me want to go back and like look at that commercial. It's for a a game toy.
Yeah,
thing
it was a toy.
from the 1990s.
Basically, what it was a bucket with a face, and the mouth was basically like a hole.
Yeah, it was motorized.
It
and
was
the thing is,
motorized.
it would spit out colored balls, and
Yeah,
you had
and
to
you
go
have
and
to pick them up and put them into the bucket.
pick them up. Yeah.
And then when the game ended,
Whoever
you had
had
to count the
yeah.
most balls
Yeah.
in the bucket wins.
The
And-
hands blocked it.
But
Yeah,
the
there's
thing
like
is,
these hands that go like.
is that
oh,
the
yeah.
commercial had
Yeah.
this song in the background, which was literally just a guy going like, "Mr. Bucket," it's like that, "Mr. Bucket,
Mr.
put
Bucket.
balls in my mouth, Mr. Bucket," that thing. And then Nabil and I have been playing Battlefield, and there's the freaking goddamn
Emblem.
no,
No?
well, not before that. There's the skid loader, which they have a front end bucket in it. It's just a front end loader on skids instead of wheels, and you can sit in the bucket and raise and lower the bucket. It's the most. It's like this is where the dev time went, not into bug fixing, but into like operational buckets. So that
Operation Buckets.
so Nabil and I have just been like fucking around with those things, blowing people up, and it started this whole Mr. Bucket coming back into it with the emblems and everything. And now Mr. Bucket has become our life. So we will eventually that video will be made, and we will have to link that.
Yeah.
It'll be probably entertaining. Probably not. You'll probably hate it as you hate this because no one's listening to this anyways. But it will be entertaining.
I don't know. 6 views on SoundCloud. Woo!
4 of those were us, at least.
Yeah. And
At
one was my
least.
younger brother.
so we have one legitimate
One ghost
view.
listener.
Perhaps.
If
yeah.
you're rewatching this, thank you for watching.
Whoever
you're not.
We love you.
Maybe it's Clarity, or I don't know if that's how
Clarity?
it's pronounced. Clarity, CLRTY.
No,
Shut up.
it would be Clarity.
I would imagine it's Clarity.
Do 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 do.
Love that song.
Me too.
Fantastic.
It makes me nostalgic already.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna have to use it.
Yeah,
this
every
as well.
time.
I'm gonna have to use it until we get somebody to compose something for us.
No,
or
I say we
something.
stick with Clarity.
We'll stick with it for quite a while,
Yeah.
though. Unless Clarity contacts us and is like, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
In which case, ow,
Then we'll
my
remix
heart.
it.
Then we'll make a parody version with waifus and drugs
Yeah.
and hookers.
What are you
blackjack.
looking at?
Oh, no.
Twizzlers.
Stop
Twizzlers?
sticking with your phone on the podcast.
It's
Come on.
Fun.
Try to have some sense of professionalism on this penis discussion podcast here.
That's why I'm here drinking scotch and eating Pocky.
No.
No, it's
You
not
can
true.
buy Pocky at the Walmart here.
You can buy it at 7-Eleven, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Only chocolate and strawberry.
The
Unfortunately.
strawberry's
There's
the best. Why
There's
why
other
do you need anything
flavors.
else?
Yeah.
Oh, you've no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
loves other
Japan
flavors.
World of Wonder.
Japan with
Taught
its
MP4.
flavors of everything.
I've
Have
had
you seen-
this pineapple flavored Pocky before. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Kit Kat? They have more Kit Kat
Yeah.
flavors than anyone else.
Yeah,
Do-
that's an
do they have-
entire J-list ad on
do they have-
4chan.
fucking love J.
Do they have green
Yeah, I
tea
bet you
Kit
do.
Kats? Because
Yeah,
America
of
has
course
that.
they do. They have everything.
Yeah, they do have green tea Kit Kats.
Oh,
That's a thing.
I was upset
is-
when green tea Kit Kats were a thing. Only in the United States of America, though.
What?
What about Izuki Bean Kit Kat?
What the
I don't know
fuck
who
even
that is.
What? That didn't get picked up, and I have no idea what you said.
What about Red Bean Kit
Oh, red beans are a thing.
I don't even know what the hell a red bean
Like
is.
red bean paste,
Kat? Their
Yeah.
deliciousness.
mochi.
And they could basically be used for anything.
Are they sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. But like, it was like, it's like, oh, red bean drink.
Kidney
like,
bean.
When they're talking about like bean jam and all the weird
I'm like, oh,
animes and
I'm
shit.
always like, is that like sweet? Because that doesn't make any other sense if it's not sweet.
It's just like
just,
baked beans. Like that's
hummus or
It's like putting
something.
some kidney beans in a paste and like, oh,
It's just chili.
Yeah.
chili drink.
The real chili doesn't have beans in it.
yeah. I was
Chili
gonna say
dogs.
I would drink just beef
Does it
and
not?
tomato sauce.
You can add beans.
What's in a
Actually, I
real
have
chili?
done that
Everything but the beans.
Why do we put kidney beans in
Because
chili?
it's
then?
delicious.
because it
Because
ruins
it
it, and it
enhances
just makes it.
So,
Enhance.
if it makes it better, why isn't that what we call the real chili?
Because it's not the original.
Yeah.
Well,
the original
fuck
chili
the
didn't have
original.
beans.
The original toast was probably shit as well, because probably burst in the flame. Now we have like fantastic 6-slice laser machines that can toast it.
Except for
to the
mine.
except for yours. Did we tell that story?
No.
We didn't tell that story. So one day in high school, we go home for lunch, and I went to your place for lunch because why not? And we were watching shows and things, and you put some toast in to this fucking piece of shit toaster oven and just kind of forgot about it.
I put it for 10 minutes.
You
Where's
set
the
it for
toast?
10 minutes, which is what it said for toast, and the timer did not stop. It kept on going. So we suddenly are like, what was it that triggered it? Was it the smell of smoke, or did you just think to check it?
I think
remember.
it was the smell of smoke.
Yeah. So you go out, entire kitchen is filled with smoke from 2 fucking pieces of toast, and we're like, oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. You open the thing up, and it's just like a goddamn smoke grenade just exploded. It's this violent expulsion of like a huge thick cloud.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
It does exist.
The smell of burnt toast.
red bean. Yeah.
Red bean Kit Kat, but only in Japan.
The smell of burnt toast was
You know what we should
everywhere. It was like, what,
We should
6
order
degrees that day?
All
It
those
was
all those
snow.
types of Kit
It was,
Kats.
no, you're right. It was like
Like-
negative 20 or something. And we had to vent your house. And so your response to seeing this burning toast is, oh shit, I'll grab it and throw it outside in the snowbank. Which he does as haphazardly as he can. And you just see it. It flies out in the snow and it just sinks. It just melts its way down to the lawn, and it's fucking gone. And this is like 5 minutes before we have to be back at school. And so we're just like, well, shit, I guess we're leaving the windows open and the fans on. And just leaving the house now.
Yeah.
It's full of smoke. And we go to school, and we get into class, and I think it was about 20 seconds before someone asked, why the hell do you guys smell like you're on fire? Your house stank like smoke for,
At least a day.
quite a while, and it was very cold that day. And then the kicker was, I forgot about it, and then when spring came and the snow melted, the toast was there. It's like birds being like, the fuck is this shit? Oh.
My breadcrumbs.
That reminds me of me burning.
Burning.
This just reminds me of me burning. It's how I lost my other 4 nipples.
Of a popcorn. The popcorn said like 5 minutes, but our microwave is extremely powerful, and so it's supposed to be like 2 minutes. So we throw it in, I put it in, it's like, okay, it says 5 minutes. We'll click, click, click. Stop. We're sitting in our basement. Suddenly, the CO detector goes off, or something like that. We're like, oh, what the heck is that? So, but then I remember, I'm like, oh shit, I left the microwave still going. I go up there. You see in the microwave, you don't see the popcorn bag. It's filled with smoke. I'm like, oh no.
That's what's bad, is when you look into the microwave and you can't tell if the light is on.
And then I open it,
Then
and
you're
then
like,
smoke
oh.
starts venting out, and I start seeing like flame. I'm like, oh. I like I turn to my dad. I'm like, Dad, is like, oh,
Did you
what's
open
wrong?
the gateway to hell again?
Yeah, and then the
Dakota?
child of Satan emerged from your microwave.
That's how Hellboy was born.
Back.
Get your cross. No.
Power of Orville Redenbacher's
Power. Nope.
Oh, what?
I have
Oh.
to. That's my
Smoke alarm.
Sorry.
We're all on fire.
It's the bad
actually.
joke alarm.
We've been on fire the entire day.
Oh.
Don't give me that look, because I made a joke about bad jokes, and I tell bad jokes.
No, this whole thing is bad
You
jokes.
also tell some good jokes now and then.
Yeah, once in a while. We only have one an episode. That's what we put at the front. It's usually not...
It's like a movie trailer.
I don't know why I keep saying usually. There's one episode before this. I'm speaking from the future.
So is Dakota, except because he's his own dad.
Yeah, that's gonna... I'm telling you, that's gonna happen eventually. We're gonna find that out. It's just gonna be like, yeah, how?
Episode 22.
That would mean
the
he'd
ball
willingly
kicker.
bone his mom.
No.
Episode 3,
Maybe it
it's
was
when
an
crazy
accident.
stuff has to go down. That's
So
why
what
the 3
we should
episode
do
rule.
is just fly everyone to Japan.
That's expensive though.
Ew.
Yeah,
But
that
worth
would
it.
be interesting. That'll never happen.
Last year
It'd
probably
be nice
get
if it
molested somehow.
It would be nice. if
Well,
It's
it
not
did.
molested. It fucking
It
won't.
won't.
do it.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
It
What
would
did
take-
I miss over here?
Did you just say that?
This is
I
gonna
want
be
to
heavy
get
editing.
fondled on a train by an old man. I'm sorry. Don't touch me there, Onisan.
You're gonna have to speak up if you're gonna do that shit.
I don't think people want to hear that.
Oh, they do.
Mm.
Just you wait until we have Tumblr fangirls that are
Oh my
shipping us.
Canadian boy
Which will never
found in-
happen.
I
found
hope
in
it
rape
happens.
Dungeon in
I want to
Japan.
be shipped with Barack Obama-chan.
Why?
He's so
Because he's
kawaii.
so kawaii this soon.
Is he?
No.
Of course
He's a
he's
fucking
not.
idiot.
I
I
don't.
hate him.
It's not fantastic.
No.
Total bro, what are you talking about?
I wouldn't be mad if
Outside
someone
of
shipped me.
politics, he's probably a cool dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
But as far as the president goes,
No,
I'm
the
not
US is
keen.
screwed anyways.
Oh yeah, US
can't
is
Well,
do,
yeah.
can't do anything about it.
Like that one gif of like where a golf cart lost control, and then like one guy it labeled him George Bush, and he was like trying to do it, but the steering wheel wouldn't work. And so he jumps off, and then another guy comes running, and like it says Barack Obama above his head, and then he jumps onto the cart
and tries to
Yeah.
and tries to steer it, and the
Yeah,
cart's
yeah.
labeled U.S. economy.
As
They
it
just
crashes
fucking,
into like the
crash
crowd.
and shit.
Yeah, he goes into a lake, doesn't it? Or no, it
No, it's on like
it
a
takes
football
a sharp
field.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
is
on
it?
a football
Yeah, it's
field
on
and
a
like
football
crashes into the crowd of the bleachers or
yeah.
some shit.
I'm thinking of a different one
Maybe
where
just rolls over.
I'm thinking of a different one where it's a or a golf cart going down a hill, and then it hits a bump and turns sideways, and starts tumbling, and you just see the dude's like just flaccid body, like just eject itself from the vehicle, like because I don't know, maybe he hit his head
Yeah.
and he just had no muscle control, but you just see, like the car tumbling, and then you see part of his body go out the side, and then the roof of the golf cart throwing itself into the air, and you just see him going.
I miss good anime.
I miss shading in anime.
Like,
Dating.
Yeah, like proper shading, like of faces and shadows and everything.
yeah, now you usually only get it for dramatic effect
Yeah.
when they do the hair
'Cause, like,
hiding the eyes.
if you look at
thing.
the stuff from the 90s, like there's crazy amount of shadowing going on.
Yeah, you look
With
at
it. Not
Cabbage Beat Boop. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, not anymore though. Like Akira as well.
This is not getting picked up. Gotta speak up.
Oh yeah.
Gotta project. Foos Roga!
Thanks.
No wonder the mic can't hear us. It's just adjusted to you yelling at it all the time.
Yeah.
That's not the first time I've heard that Fusro duh. You like doing that a lot.
Damn right.
I remember.
Although to be honest, I would be shouting that all the time if I could throw things across the room with my mouth.
Did you know there's a Skyrim mod recently that adds the Kill la Kill scissor blades?
That's awesome.
Oh,
I've been replaying Skyrim just to play with those. And Bakuzan as well.
Mm.
Oh,
Both of them, or three?
So
all
far-
three of them. I
Right
guess.
now there's a longsword and a two-handed sword version. He's
Yeah.
planning on adding a dagger version and a short sword. And also, still waiting on someone to make Senketsu as an armor mod.
Can you
Oh,
please
yeah.
speak up?
No.
No!
Complete
should.
with it talking to you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that would be cool if they had
English
voice
dub
clips
only
in
though.
it. There was in Fallout,
No,
in
gosh, why?
New Vegas, there was the
Yep.
stealth suit, and it would talk
Yeah.
to you.
Yep.
Do you love me?
Yeah, that thing got a little close.
It got really attached. That's why I just went over to the Desert Ranger armor.
Yeah.
hmm Whenever you take it off, it would be sad.
Fallout 4 when?
I don't know.
Fucking Christ.
I remember playing.
When is
New
E3
Vegas.
this year?
It's like next week.
Yeah, it's soon. It's in June, right?
Yeah, it's next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
They better
Metal Gear.
fucking tease it or I'm going to be upset. Because this has
No,
been...
Bethesda's working on a different game.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's Fallout 4.
They've
It's
been
gonna be
too
like
busy
2015.
stroking their boner about,
Elder Scrolls Online.
yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online
Uh-oh.
was... Well, what was
I
their
haven't heard anything
2013?
about
If only some of that stroking were actually put into making it good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bethesda likes to only release one game a year.
Yeah.
As they have done since forever. There was Fallout 3 in 2008?
That was way back.
I don't know what they did in 2009. 2010 was New Vegas, I believe. Unless it was 2011. No, because 2011 was Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
11,
yeah.
11, 11.
Yeah.
2012 was Dishonored. 2013 was... What was it? Was it an
Elder Scrolls
ESO?
Online.
ESO. Is that game full release, though?
Yep.
Oh.
It was since like 2 weeks before our finals.
Oh.
Ow.
I've just been hearing nothing but terrible things
Yes.
about it. I
Yeah,
thought it was
it
still
was
in beta.
terrible.
I know it was 2009. Wet.
Wet? That
Wet.
was a...
That was by Bethesda.
That was Bethesda?
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh. I remember playing the demo. I'm like, that could be a fun game.
It had a good story, at least. They could have had, except then they hypersexualized it, I believe.
Well, it's called Wet.
It was a lot of slow motion.
that was part of
though.
the problem. No, because I mean, the story was legitimately about this spy lady and stuff. That was based on her
You got
story.
like 2 different guns shooting
Wouldn't really
different
call her a
directions.
spy lady.
Well, I don't know.
Could run on walls and shit.
Shit was bananas, okay? Anyway, so 2014 is going to be...
Fallout 4.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
It's 'cause
better
there's-
fucking
No,
be.
it's not, because they
Because
released
they're going to
an
have
announcer trailer for
what's
their
it
next
called?
game.
What's it called? It's the thing made
Ooh, that
by
horror game.
the
That's
horror
the
game
one
made
you're
by the
talking
guy who made Resident Evil, whose name I can never fucking remember. What's it called? The Evil Within.
Yeah.
That's its Western release name. You know what its
That was
Japanese
not the
name
trailer
is?
for the new thing I seen.
What?
I don't remember.
Oh, they also did Wolfenstein this year.
Ah,
Wolfenstein might be this. Yeah, Wolfenstein:
Yeah,
The New
Wolfenstein
Order.
will be this
That's
one.
their game this year.
But they released a trailer for
That's
something
already
new.
out. That came
Yeah.
out like 2 weeks ago or
The thing
something.
is, they released a trailer for The Evil Within like last year.
Yeah, but that was like an announced trailer. That was like
Yeah.
a teaser.
Yeah, but they
Now they're
just did
showing-
something like 2 weeks or like a week ago,
Yeah, they did.
though.
What?
They released a trailer for a new IP that I
A
can't
new
remember.
IP?
Yeah,
a brand new one?
yeah.
The Evil Within I thought was supposed to come out this fall,
I thought so too.
but I don't know.
It better
Okay.
come out this fall.
I'm kind of thinking it must.
It's
Cause
like the only hope I have for
there's no
horror
point
games
in
right
them
now.
not releasing it this year if it's ready this year. Because they've released Wolfenstein now, and 6 months later from now is not going to be a problem if they're two IPs competing with each other in sales. And plus, that's two very different markets that they're attracting with a horror game and a high-octane first-person shooter. And then, so yeah, I'm thinking the earliest that it can possibly come out, Fallout 4, would be 2015. Because they will not release two large games in a year, or at least at the same time. So the very earliest it'll be is 2015, which means hopefully we'll get a teaser this year. But I'm starting to think now that we haven't still heard anything. The fuck are you whispering about?
Nothing.
Good.
He said nothing because you can't hear him still. He's still whispering.
God damn it. The earliest I think we'll get Fallout 4 has to be 2015, but I don't think it'll be till 2016. Because we still haven't heard anything about it. What?
I don't think I could live that long.
Without Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Not audio.
He said it.
I don't think I could live that long!
They can't hear that either, because now they're deaf.
As is he.
So yeah, I think the earliest that'll be is 2016, and that's a good thing in one respect, in that there probably won't be nothing but a bunch of reused Skyrim assets. Because that was a thing people were worried about, is if it came out, if it would have come out in 2013, as was I think a rumor way back when. They were like, oh, the reason that they're probably setting it up in Boston is so it can be snowy and so they can use Skyrim assets over again. But
Why
that's
not?
probably
It's
the
efficient.
Case. Yeah, exactly. But that's probably not the case, because it's probably not coming out ever. I mean, it will, but it'll be a million years.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they're used to doing, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Fallout was built on Oblivion's engine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just Oblivion with guns, Fallout 3.
And it was awesome.
It was very
It
well
was
done.
pretty good. Unless you played Fallout 1 and 2, in which case you hate everything and you should just go kill yourself. I
Fallout
guess.
3 did mess up the canon.
Yeah, it did. It really did, and that's why...
I mean, with the official
that's why
Alien
the-
DLC. Fuck
How did
that.
it do that?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Mothership Zeta, for a start.
That was
Yeah.
kind of weird.
How did that touch canon at all?
There was aliens.
Yeah.
So what?
It brought aliens in. Well, to them I have to say, fucking Fallout 2 had a goddamn...
Nuclear war, wasn't it? Doesn't Canada get blown the hell up?
No, an oil rig gets blown the hell up.
That's what happens in Fallout?
The story of Fallout is it takes place like hundreds of years after a nuclear war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Canada gets blown the hell up.
Canada gets annexed,
Yeah, by America.
not nuked. Everyone
probably
gets,
nuked.
Probably everyone gets nuked.
Yeah.
Because
Later it got
there's a
nuked.
billion nukes.
Especially Israel.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Like, I
Because
bet.
everyone hates Israel
When
in
did
the Middle
Israel?
East.
When did Israel become a thing in its form?
I don't know. Like, 80s? I
Yeah.
don't know anything.
I don't know.
I don't
history.
know anything about anything.
This is garbage.
Yeah.
thought it was like the 50s.
I don't know. I think it
Israel
was longer
become a
than
thing?
that.
But yeah, like,
Let's look
there's
that
so
up.
many countries that don't even recognize Israel as an independent state.
Yeah, and they want to blow it up, but they're afraid of Big Daddy USA being upset.
Yeah.
You took
mean,
away
because
our
the Jews
enemy and
control
our
the
oil.
USA.
That's all of our economy we have right now.
Yeah.
Did you hear the Superman Batman movie that's coming soon?
I don't want to hear.
Yes.
I don't want to hear either.
1948.
48.
You were close. Good.
Well,
Good
the Fallout world diverges from our own
around then.
around that time. So who knows?
Pre-World War II.
It's like roughly then, yeah.
Pre or post?
I thought it was post. I don't think they have a date nailed down, but
Ah.
it's like the atomic age is when it
Yeah.
diverges. No, what was I talking about? Right, the Superman Batman movie that's probably going to suck a million dicks.
Yeah,
Ben
Batman
Affleck.
versus Superman.
Yeah, Ben
Is
Affleck.
it actually versus?
No, he's Batman, isn't he?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's
Yeah,
Batman.
Ben Affleck's Batman.
I
Yeah.
thought you said
I s-
Superman.
no, he's
I said Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah.
Is it
People are
actually-
butthurt that Batman's name came first.
Apparently Wonder Man's in it. Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Well, it's a sequel to Man of
Wonder
Steel.
Woman is
Yeah.
in it. Apparently, because they recently announced her casting.
Is it actually
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman then?
I don't know.
Well, they've done Batman versus Superman before,
Yeah,
like
they
in the
have.
comics.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be really
And in one of
bad.
the
It's always
shows.
fun.
If you were expecting anything from a comic book movie, I'd say you're crazy. I
Yeah.
never expected anything from it. And then the
I-
Nolan trilogy happened, and I was like, this is pretty good.
I
hope they never
always
make
set,
any more after this.
I
ever.
always set my standards too high for
I set mine
uh,
very low for
yeah.
comic book movies.
for comic book movies though. It's just because it's like you grow up, where it's like they're
'Cause I
making a
didn't grow
Thor
up with-
movie. Oh boy, I wonder how they're gonna do his transformation from the crippled doctor that his secret identity to him being Thor. It's like, oh
He's literally
He's just Thor.
He's just Norse god Thor.
yeah, it's I am Thor. Hear me roar. Like it's
I am
I guess
woman.
he's just Thor all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking of
Except when
movies,
he's not.
anybody see the new Godzilla movie?
Yeah, we
yeah, we
did.
talked about that last time.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That was the first 20 minutes of the last episode was me just gushing about Godzilla.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, you should have learned the lore of this podcast.
I don't even know where to watch it.
What?
Listen to
Soundcast. Or
Sound-
YouTube.
SoundCloud and YouTube now.
it. Okay, what do I Google? What do I type in the search
No
bar?
Context Podcast,
No
I guess.
Context,
Hopefully
okay.
it'll fucking show up.
Cool.
Doesn't
It
even
does.
know what show he's on.
Yeah, what? I'm just.
I
here.
said the title at the beginning.
I just thought you were saying that this thing had no context.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like,
Both of those are facts.
yeah.
That's some entry stuff right there. Put this in.
I'm have to cut so fucking much of this. Holy shit!
Oh no,
Last hour of this is.
we're
I'm
talking-
There's another.
I haven't heard
holy-
about this much cutting since I went on Tumblr.
We're
that
at
one
2
time.
hours.
I was thinking of a cutting joke, but I couldn't. I was gonna say maybe cut for Bieber.
Oh boy!
Don't stop till your body runs dry.
Before your body.
Whatever, I don't care. Kill the kill.
Kill yourself.
Kill the
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in the thread at some point.
I think we need to have best of being cut at the end of this.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be. I'm probably gonna wind up cutting 2-minute segments to make into other YouTube videos just
The
cause for
The cut yourself
as-
is too good.
kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Good thing there's no one here during the summer in this area.
Yeah, I know. We can say whatever we want and get away
We
with
do
it.
that during school hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then we
Yeah,
have
but then we don't have to worry about
But then we
it.
have people judging
I don't
us
worry
silently.
about it. Only
No.
Tom does.
You don't
I-
have
I
to.
worry about it a lot. That
I-
that balding man that walks by all the time.
We're fucking nuts.
He's heard some shit.
He
He
has heard
has
some
heard some
shit.
stuff.
We're gonna have to off him.
He knows too much.
He knows too much. He heard me admit to my waifu.
He's secretly our ghost listener.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, he's the 6th SoundCloud
Has it on his
listener.
iPod when he's running?
Yeah.
It's been all of one day. He's like, oh, I'm gonna
Just
enjoy
on
this.
repeat.
I wish I had.
These guys
real
are always
friends.
hard at work in that room.
I'm gonna
Listen
see
to
what
them.
they're doing.
He can. It's not like he can't hear us from across
Big
the hall.
mistake.
I can hear you in the bathroom. It's the weirdest thing ever. You're peeing and you're just you're Chris yelling. You're just
And it's only
Just
one
cry.
way.
Other people hear this shit.
It's the same in the women's room.
God, that's even worse.
I know.
It's been awkward for Tom every time he goes to Forbidden Flavors, and she's like, "So, how about that Arnold and Arnold?"
Yeah. Killing myself seemed like a really good option when she found out that I was silly voices.
Oh, man.
She was like, "So you guys recording like cartoons or something in there?" I was just like,
Yes.
"Oh God."
You should have said yes.
She knows.
You're like, "Yeah, can I get your number?"
I'm a voice actor.
Yeah, I'm a professional voice actor.
I've
voiced
made
cripples on the
17
internet.
cents on YouTube.
I haven't though.
Welp. I think we've hit the end of the rope here. We're out of shit to do and talk about and say and stuff. And this is it.
Yeah, you just
Lying
you
through your
that.
teeth, but whatever.
That's what I'm doing. Leslie, thanks for ruining the take.
Wow.
We're done.
Yeah,
I think
we're done.
this is it.
Bye. Whatever.
No,
You know what?
shut the fuck up. We gotta do this proper. It's the only thing we...
proper.
Business.
Business.
Dragon.
Yeah,
Show me the
Mr.
proper
Bucket.
way.
you'll see.
Stick your balls in my mouth.
That was forceful.
It's fun.
Good night, Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
You sound like Richard Nixon.
I sound more like the dude that started CABI or CSI.
What?
Not Grissom. No, I mean the real CSI. FBI, I mean.
Oh, FBI.
Edgar.
Alan Poe.
Paul.
No, Edgar,
Lansky.
there was a movie about him. Hoppendinger.
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Maybe?
No,
No.
he made the nuclear bombs.
Oh.
Hoover.
J.
Yeah,
Edgar
J. Edgar Hoover. There we go.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah,
Yeah, him.
You mean it wasn't Clinkenbeard?
I wish it was Clinkenbeard. Shout
No.
out to Colleen Clinkenbeard for having the best last name ever.
No, shout out to the dude who actually made the atomic bomb, because he is become death.
Yeah,
Destroy the
J. Robert Oppenheimer. That's what he was famous for quoting.
Yeah, he quoted.
I am become death.
I thought you were
destroyer
gonna say
of
how you
worlds.
quoted Godzilla.
Ow, my jaw.
You don't need that.
Yeah, I just need. Whatever. The one movie reviewer did it. Another Edgar. He had
I
no
think
jaw.
we're done.
No, I want to make my joke though
Oh,
about
okay, say fucking do
J.
it
Edgar
then.
Hoover, because I shouted, "Get your balls in my mouth," and he was a giant fifi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, he was a big old fugu.
Fagoo.
Fuku-Kichu.
Best Pokemon ever. What happens if I give my Pikachu a Fire Stone?
Good night, everybody. Oh my god, that is it. Goodbye.
Fugu uses a trap. It
We're
only
gonna
works
go
in
and
the
kill
same
ourselves
genders.
now.
Oh god.
Good night. Oh my god.
Bye.